Hey, what's up, Jay David? I just seen you popped up in the chat. How you doing? Hope you're good. Trying to get all my equipment set up. So this is the early stage of this event. So lots of tooling around and things, kind of everybody getting settled. This organization's super fun. So we're just trying to get everything set up and ready to go. We actually have one of the gentlemen that's involved in this organization, Pat McMullen. He will be playing on this stream next, as soon as we can get him to his table. As soon as we can get him to the table, we will. Hopefully that we're dealing with a lot of background music here, so I'm trying to make a little bit of everything work in our favor. Let's drag this down for you guys at home so you don't have to see the whole bracket and you can just see the score sheet. Hoping these gentlemen will score their match per their phone. I'm hoping. I want them to score their match per their phone, but that doesn't mean they will. So basically, Derek is the guy on getting ready to rack the balls, and Pat is the gentleman putting his cues together right below us at the moment. Like, trying to get some background music is tough action when there's so much going on in the room. So I can't tell. It looks like Derek must have won the lag or the flip. How's everybody doing? Everybody's doing good out there? Doing good. I'm doing okay, you know? New environment, trying to get everything acclimated and set up. It's been interesting. I mean, I'm not mad about it. I'm having a good time. Everybody's super friendly, super nice. Pretty lucky in that regard, everybody. And I knew quite a few people that are here, which is weird because I wasn't sure if I would or not, but I actually know quite a few people here. All right, we got some Jumpy McJumperton stuff going on. Did he just make the 9? Did I miss that? That's wild. Jay David, I did not go to Vegas for this one. Well, I had a couple other things that I was, you know, in the works of trying to make happen. And so here, you know, obviously I would love to be in Vegas and playing. But I had some other commitments, so this is where I am. Yeah. All right, so good break. Oh, we lost the rock. Just kidding. Not the best break. Let's get a little closer here. Let's see what's going on here. So this is Derek coming to the table with ball in hand. Alright, so he's got, honestly, he's pretty straight on that with ball in hand, so unfortunately he did overrun this combination. He's gonna He's a little bit off angle for this. Not a big deal. It is a valley bar table, but at the same time, now he's left himself a lot of distance. A lot of distance on the shot. It looks like really, yeah, he went all in offensively. Put a lot of left-hand spin on that ball. So, tough. So Pat here, he's actually quite a good player. He was like, oh my God, you're gonna see some of the worst pool action, and I'm gonna play so bad on the stream. And I was like, you're gonna play great on the stream, Pat, no worries. But he is really a pretty good player. He's got a major pain jersey on, so kudos to Payne McBride. Shout out to him. You know, in Indiana, he's a, you know, well-known kid around here. His dad plays with a lot of these guys on a regular basis. So obviously they support Payne quite a bit here in this area. All right, so it looks like he's sitting in a decent position. I can't tell if if he's gonna have to break it out or if he's gonna be able to roll forward and accept a shot on it, but I think he's gonna have to blow into it. But he has to make the 7 first. It's not gonna book you any winners there, Pat. You gotta make the ball. That's step number 1. So this is a straight race to 4. Oh. And I do believe Derek won rack 1. Yeah, J. David, I know, right? Like, I'm sad about not making it to Vegas. Don't get me wrong, I would have loved to. But, you know, we've got obligations and lots of things going on in life right now. So I'm just sticking to what I know is necessities. Plus, I still got to do all the WPBA events, right? So I'm going to need to, I got to build up some funds for all those. All right, folks. So this is a good opportunity for Pat. Roll it in. Able in the top right corner pocket. It's good stuff. All right. Pat's on the board. I think the score is 1-1. I don't think they're scoring on their phones, though. I need him to score on his phone. All right, so a good break by Derek. I don't know if he can see the 2, but he's got a 4-9 ride if he can get from the 2 to the 3. So this is a race to 4. Score is currently 1-1, I believe. Yeah, I do enjoy it. Trying to build this this channel of mine, J. David, so that's what I'm up to at the moment. And I got a couple gigs. I'm really excited about that. Just got to get your name out there so people know, right? They got to know who's streaming their events. He may be able to cross bank this too towards. Oh no, that's gonna be no bueno. That's not the best situation. All right. So, no, that's not good. Okay, he's gonna have to jump or do something crazy. All right, so he hasn't left much of anything. He did make a good clean hit on the 3. He does not have, yeah, the 4-9 still there. So really, Pat just needs to make this 3 and try to get the cue ball back out. He doesn't want to come up underneath the 7-8. Alright, so this might cause him a small problem. This one's not so good. Because I'm pretty sure Derek can throw this ball to the hole. It's not that tough. He can just spin throw it. Yep, like that. That's going to leave the 4-9 combination pretty well straight in. I mean, he'd have to hit it real bad to not hit the 9 at all. Right, so... Alright, there you go, folks. Score should be 2-1. Derek. Should be 2-1. I haven't seen I'm not sure that they're scoring on their phones. Maybe they are and it's just not updating on my end. I'll see what I come up with there. All right, so I did get it to update. Hopefully that'll help. I'm hoping that this music is so loud in here. I'm afraid it's gonna cause me some chaos as far as my copyrights are concerned. So my noise gate may have to get even more aggressive, folks, because either that or they're gonna have to just tone down the music a tiny bit. May have to ask them how they feel about that. All right, so the score is 2-1 in favor of Derek. He is in the lead. Yeah, absolutely. No problem, Ryan Combs. I see in your comment. You're welcome. I am trying to bring you guys as much as I can. The guys aren't the best. Like, it looks like I need to refresh my scoring options. So, like, I didn't want to have to build, like, a handmade scoreboard. So I've been trying to snag the score sheet off of CompuSport. But if they don't refresh it, it's a tough refresh for me because I have to pull back and then come back into it. So right now I'm using it as an option just because I'm trying to get familiar with some of the players, but both of these gentlemen I know. So that helps. But I do think the score is 2-1 in favor of Derek at the moment. I'm trying not to get copyright nailed from all this crazy background music. I love the music they're playing here, but it's not my, I don't want to get in any YouTube trouble with it because it's all copyrighted. All right. All right, so came up a little bit awkward on the green 6 ball. He's gonna take a swing at the kick. Yeah, he's in trouble. The only thing that good that happened here is that he did tie up the 8 ball in the process. All right, guys, so I'm just trying to get everybody here acclimated to LFR Live because obviously they're not familiar with me or with our streaming. So I keep having people stop in and kind of ask how they locate me or how they find me. I am on, obviously, we know I'm on YouTube. If any of these people are your friends or if you're friends with them, you could share this stuff to their page. Share the YouTube to their page. I'm going to tag some of these players to make sure that we get kind of that information out to people to subscribe to the channel, and then they'll get notified when we go live. All right, this was a nice safety play by Pat. Really good safety play. So Derek's not sitting in the best position. He's gonna have to kick or jump. Looks like he's gonna try to go to the air with it. He is. I'm not sure how I feel about this, and I'll tell you why. I don't necessarily know that this is the best of the options. One, he has no shot on the 8 if he does make it, unless he gets some miraculous great drawback, bump, and knock things out, right? That's just not really likely. So what he's basically doing is setting Pat up. Like, Pat has opportunities here. Pat can play the bump into that ball. Let's go to our side view. So you can see here, Pat can come across and he can just bump it. Or he can, you know, he can opt to try to play bank or a safety. It looks like Pat's lining up with some left-hand spin, so he's going to try to bump it. What a good shot. That is a very solid player. Like, he likes to make fun of himself about how bad he plays, but he's really not too bad. He's a decent player. He's been a master level player in Indiana for many, many years. All right, and there you have it. Both scores tied up 2-2. This is a race to 4 here at the ACSIA. It's the Indiana State Championships. This is a 9-ball division. All right, guys, so looks like it's alternate break format. The score is 2-2. I'm gonna go update that for you guys. Enjoy the match. This is a race to 4. Alright, so I am just fighting some of the copyright stuff, even though one of my favorite songs is on the jukebox right now. I am wanting to dance, but obviously nobody wants to see that. So we're just trying to be mindful, trying to stay out of the copyright issues here on YouTube. The only way I make money doing this streaming is through my YouTube, so the music is really loud for what I do. So we're gonna try to just either keep talking or use the noise gate. I know it's annoying, I apologize for that. Playing the background music to kind of offset it because I know it is a little bit, it is a little annoying, but try to not make it so terribly bad for you guys at home to enjoy the stream. All right, so he's in a spot here. I'm gonna go to the side view just because I want to see how that 5 ball is. Now I know and I understand that the 5 is not in the best position. This is a half decent safety play. It's not terrible. It's not a terrible thing. And I'm not sure that Derek can get there. He may have to go rail first to the left side of the 9 ball. Go rail first into the 4, come around. The only problem is that I don't know that he can do anything with a 5 no matter what he chooses to do. Yeah, so he tried to come underneath the 9 and find the gap. Man, I'll tell you though, he's really not left Pat. I mean, like, yeah, like he didn't leave him really any pockets. Like, Pat's gonna have to play a safety here. And actually, this is good because he can take the cue ball and he can shoot the 4 up table and just push the cue into the 6-5 and cause some separation. Yeah, yeah, make something positive happen, right? Those are safeties with purpose. Safeties with intention. I'm a true believer in safeties with intention. Absolutely. All right. Yeah. All right, I'm hoping this stuff is not catching the song in the background, so. Alright, so Derek does get a shot, does something. Does something. And now he's got a 5-9 potential combo here, so we'll see what he chooses to do. Alright, well, he got really fortunate, got a good roll there. Very good starter shot by there by Pat. Good starter shot. He's just kind of waiting for the gentleman. You see there's a gentleman over there playing. He's just waiting for him to step back a little. So there's room for him. Alright, here we go. Nice comfortable stroke there by Pat. He's just going to make this 9 and try to get on the lead here. 3-2 over Derek. There we go. We got action. Alright, so we got that score updated. The score should be 3-2 in favor of Pat. It looks like he's broken well. It was a decent starting shot. I don't think, if the 3 doesn't go past the 7, he just needs to roll the cue forward for the 2. Or this. I mean, he could do this too because he can come up straight across. Yeah, he can do that. Which is supernatural from the 2 to the 3, that's for sure. So we'll see if, obviously he doesn't like it past the 7 and it must not go past the 7. So he's got to play positional. Right now he has to have some angle to get on the orange 5 at the top of the table. It's not in the best position. Let's go to our side view and see if we can't see. Yeah, he's got some angle here. He's going to have to play to the left of the orange 5. You see where he just laid his cue? He's going to play with a ton of top left-hand English. It's going to dip in 2 rails, possibly 3 to get under the 9 ball. It's a decent shot. It's not a bad shot. Look at that, folks. Great shot. It's a real good shot there. So he's working it out. He's going to step in and try to really make sure he knows exactly where he wants to be. Unfortunately, he is falling pretty straight on the orange 5. I mean, it's a pretty straight look. I got my camera up super high too, and I still feel like it's tough to see if these guys are on the table. Alright, so he just forced some angle. That's a really good shot. He doesn't want to overdo it though, because if he goes too far on this shot... Oh, he's sitting good. You see the angle to the 6? Fantastic. Yeah, it's in a good position. 1 rail, back down. Yeah, super good shot there. It's probably a bit steeper than he would have liked. He may be able to spin it to the left long rail. Oh, wow. He played that all spin. Good shot. Just felt like a super steep angle. Like, I just didn't think. I thought he was going to have just way too much pace on the ball to get the cue ball to slow down in time for the 8. But it did. It was well hit by Pat. Alright. 1 rail back across for this 9. And this should be it, folks. The score is 3-2. This is a race to 4. All right, Pat McMullen is the winner. That's his first round. He did draw a bye first round, so he will be
All right, good luck, sir.
Up again here shortly. You guys are always, obviously, you're welcome to go to CompuSport.com and check out the ACSIA State Championships. That is American Cuesports Indiana Association. So special thanks to Dan Taylor, Pat McMullen, who you could just watch play, Julian Mitchell, Walt Wesley, Cecil Messner, and John Stitch for bringing me on board here for this event. Pretty excited about that. Pat told me that if he was going to be on the stream, he was going to play terrible. And now look, he's on the stream and he played great. So kudos to him. Good match. All right, guys, I'll pull the camera back, let you guys get a view of what's going on in the room while we wait for our next matchup. I don't know who that will be. I will tell you that Mike Montego, I'm not sure if I'm going to say this right, Montego, my friend Kristen's husband, is playing on this right side table. This is the 9-ball division of this event. It is not the guy in the pool ball shirt. It'll be the gentleman in the blue jacket. I'm going to mute my mic, you guys, and try to figure out what's going on around the room. Stay tuned. This is Lonnie Fox Raymond, and you're watching the ACS Indiana Association State Championships. All right, guys. So, hey, listen, basically, this is what's going on. The gentleman over here, Mike, according to the score sheet, he has won the match. Now, whether or not they're just hitting balls or what they're doing, I don't know. They look very intense, but the score, it is a race to 4, so I'm not sure if they are aware of that. But Mike is still grinding, so he's very serious. But according to their score sheet, he has already won. So I don't know if he knows that, but or maybe their score sheet is wrong. I'm not sure. But the gentleman on the right that's shooting right now, getting to the 5-ball, the glasses, as far as their score sheet is concerned, he's already won the match. So I'm just waiting for them to assign a table, someone to our table. While we do that, please just enjoy the room view. There's lots of cool matches going on around the room. I'm gonna go try to find the score sheet for the gentlemen that are getting ready to play. All right, guys, so it looks as though Mike has become victorious over his opponent. And then we're waiting on some people to come to table 1. I don't know who the assigned players are just yet. I looked at the bracket. I didn't have any names, so I'm hoping that these gentlemen here are who's playing. So this organization is a lot of people who are very, very tight-knit. They all know each other. It's kind of fun. It's like, reminds me of my early days in the VNEA leagues. So ACS is a really cool organization, lots of cool people involved. And so they all, like I said, they all know each other. They're all familiar with each other. And I'm hoping that I will eventually find out who's going to be the next person on the stream table. right, so it looks like we've got it figured out here. Sorry about all the noise, folks. Apparently my mic was not muted. So this is Charles Morrison shooting right here. Gentleman at the table at the moment. And scroll in on his table. Looks like he's got a nice table here. Unfortunately, the problem here is the 4 to the 6 is no bueno. If he could drag around the 8 and not hit it, he needs that to get some action. All right, no good. Good safety opportunity here, though. He can thin this 6 ball and bring the cue ball back around. He's just got to leave the 6 underneath a 7-9. I don't know that he has enough of it to bank it out of there and get the cue ball all the way, so he's going to have to play. Yeah, I mean, that's containing at best. But this is Chuck Hall right here. So we're, looks like he's trying to figure out exactly what to do here. This is a tough one. So he doesn't have a ton. He may be able to thin the 6 on the bottom side and use the 9 to stop the cue ball and just try to cause some separation. But honestly, I like what he's looking at because he's just really in such a bad spot. Like, he may be able to play a safety here. The only problem, or like a 2-way shot, I'm just not sure because the 6 is going to leak. The 6 is going to leak towards the left long rail. This is tough. He could just try to lightly thin the 6, you know, using the 9 to stop the cue ball. As long as the 6-9 doesn't line up, the cue ball can travel 1-2 rails down to this bottom short rail, and then the 9 will stop the 6 ball, and at best, he's going to leave him a little funky. There's just not a lot. Like, and he knows it, and I understand he's trying to figure it out. It's not easy. If I go to the other side view, yeah, it's just not good, right? It's not a good position. So maybe offensive is the right move. Being more offensive. I mean, if he goes all in and he doesn't make the 9, the 6 is going to leak out. All right, let's see. Oh, he hits it great, though. Careful his side pocket. Great shot. Hey, and it looks like Chuck Hall has taken the first rack. If any of you guys are friends with Chuck Hall or Charles Morrison and you tag him in that, that would be greatly appreciated. Share the stream to their social medias. That would be awesome. Alright, so I went in and tried to refresh the score. You guys can see it's a little tricky here. I'm trying to make it all happen, folks. Like, all the things. Trying to make all the things happen. With Cuesports, they don't have a scoring overlay, so I can either hand score or I can refresh occasionally for everybody at home to see. So Cuesports does have this really cool option where you can go on as a viewer and pull up their scores. And that's one thing I do like about Cuesports is that you can go in and see the actual matches score sheets. To me, that's fantastic because like my girlfriends still play in quite a few events that use Cuesports. And like, I love that I'm able to go in and like watch their match, like their team matches when they go places. With Cuesports, you can actually click on their match and then the score sheet will pop up. When that score sheet pops up, like, it's awesome that you can like follow along with the scoring. That's one thing I do actually really like about that. Kind of similar to like digital pools live scoring. But it also does it with like team score sheets and things like that. I'm not sure if digital pool does that because I've not used digital pool in that way. But I know with Cuesports you can. So I do enjoy that quite a bit. So let's talk about the ACSIA, Indiana Association. So this is their 28th anniversary 8-ball championships. Today is the 9-ball. That will go, it's a race to 4 double elimination. There is a ladies division as well as a men's open. Race to 4 on both sides. Tonight there's also, it started at 5 o'clock tonight, there's a seniors 8-ball. So that's kind of cool. No masters are allowed in that, but it's a race to 3. If you're an advanced player, you will race to 4, I believe, and then your opponent would go to 3. Tomorrow starts the Scotch doubles, and they also have a master advanced Scotch doubles. That starts at 9 and 10 a.m. Decent race to 3s. They do have a 48 field limit because, you know, this isn't a huge venue. Like I said, there's 6 tables in here. I think there's 20 in the other room, and then there's 2 in the bar of the hotel. And they use all of them. So, what is that, 28, 30 tables? Like, if I'm right, I could be wrong. There could be 30 tables in the other room. But it's a pretty good size. It's a good size venue for a fun weekend tournament. I think that going forward, this is a great venue for anyone who's looking to have places to have a pool tournament. Like, the setup is pretty cool. There's a pool here. There's just, you know, like I said, there's a cool balcony. Like, we can pull back. I don't really want to take away from these gentlemen and their games, but like, I'll show you a little bit more of the room. There's a balcony that runs all along the room. Super fun. And there's a pool behind me. And so, you know, it's just a cool, like I said, it's a cool spot. I think it's neat that they have a venue like this, and, you know, you don't see that a lot. A lot of times you see them in big convention centers or arenas, but here, this place is pretty neat. It's just primarily like a hotel with a cool lobby and a, you know, it's got a bar, restaurant in it, and like on the bottom floor is all these like rooms with sliding glass doors, and like I have a patio that leads out into the playing surface, and I mean, it's just a really good spot to have a great tournament. All right, he's going to the air, folks. Air Charles. All right, great safety play there. It's a super good shot. Chuck comes back to the table. Doesn't look really thrilled about it, but he has got to admit his partner or his opponent played a great safety there. Smart shot on the jump. Jump safe. Short race, you gotta be kind of aggressive. Can't be you know, too passive. You never get anything started. These short races on bar tables, you know, everybody plays real good. So you got to make sure that you're doing it the right way. You know, you gotta almost like test your fortune by taking a couple flyers at some good shots, just to see how, you know, how you're hitting them. All right, 2 rails, trying to hit that blue 2. Oh, so close. Nice attempt there by Chuck Hall. Nice attempt. Real close. Alright, so I'm trying to avoid any copyright infringements, y'all. If you guys hear too much of the background music, that's obviously from the venue and not from the little music I'm playing. Could you guys shoot me a message? I do have my eyes on the chat. I'm not really watching the chat a ton, but if you guys shoot me some messages on there, I'll see it. But if you can hear all the normal music and not my weird copyright stuff, then let me know, please. I do have a noise gate up. Probably sounds a little choppy. I apologize for you guys at home. A pretty long second rack, eh? No, he almost needs to clip the top side of the 5, and the cue ball will naturally travel down towards the red 3. Good shot. Worked out real nice there. That was necessary, you know. All right, guys, I didn't realize I had my mic muted that whole time. All right, cool. Hi, guys. Yeah, thanks, Terry Duke. Appreciate that, and Jay David. So I didn't realize I've been sitting here chatting away and talking about the rack, and I had my mic muted the whole time, so you guys were listening to the weird, funky background music. Not even really listening to me and the microphone. Probably better anyway, right? So this is a nice shot. This has been a really nice out. The run into the 5-6 or the 4-5 was a great shot. And then getting from the 5 to the 6 and then playing the slight little tap on the 6 to kind of lay it up on the long rail. Super good shot. Here, he's just going to probably roll this forward. No worries whatsoever. 9 ball in the top left-hand corner pocket. This should extend the lead to 2-0 over Chuck Hall. Oh, wait. No, sorry, this is Charles. Okay, so it's 1-1 now. All right, Chuck Hall did win the first rack. Charles won the second. I'm going to update that score real quick, folks. All right, there we have it. I don't know, it just happened. I'm thinking maybe these gentlemen somebody needed to take a potty break. Score is 1-1 and we're taking a potty break. All right, well, there's that. Let's see what's going on over here. I don't know who these gentlemen are, but they're playing in a match. Better to have some action than no action, right? This guy with the beard. Yeah, he looks pretty intense, but the guy he's playing, I was kind of giggling about because earlier he was dancing around the table while he was shooting, so. All right. He struck the ball pretty well. It looked like the cue ball just kind of died off the rail, though. Now this shot here on a bar table is a really natural shot. Like, he's going to play it with a really high ball, but he could ultimately play it with center ball. He played it with a ton of spin. That's a good shot, though. He got perfect. He could have played it with center ball, too, and came 2 rails out into the same position, basically, but a little high left-hand English, or a little high right-hand English. Got him there real nice. All right. So there's a little kid here. He's very cute. And I can hear him chatting. He's very, very, very cute. Super sweet. I'm gonna turn that background music down just a tad. We're gonna go back to our feature matchup with Chuck Hall and Charles Morrison. Charles Morrison to break. I had to go ask his wife who was who. I apologize. I didn't mean to be rude. Didn't know who I was scoring. Alright, so he lost the rock, and Chuck comes to the table with the ball in hand. This is 9 ball, so it's anywhere on the table. Classified as Texas Express. I do not think they're using the 3 foul rule. I don't believe that's a rule. But other than that, I think this typical Texas Express ball in hand 9 ball rules. So I can't tell, like, it looks like the one goes in the side. I mean, he's trying to get it real close to the long rail, right? So he can just slide the cue over for the 2 in the bottom left-hand corner. Just gonna punch it over, just like that. Yeah, good shot. And I actually think he fell almost perfectly. He needs to draw back, but he almost looks like he can catch the window between the 7 and the 8 if he wanted to. He could just shoot the 2, draw it straight back. He may play it short and take the angle on the 3, but if he can catch that window, I like the window. He can slide You got some guys talking smack to each other over here. It kind of makes me laugh. Well, his buddy says to him, "Why wouldn't you ride the 9? Or why wouldn't you just try to get out?" He's like, honestly, he's like, take the practice time. You're not winning this tournament. And I was like, oh my God, you just said that here, buddy. All right, so here's the thing. He's gonna have to play the bump into the orange 5 and take the cut shot on the 4. Like it just, oh, he wasn't even gonna touch that ball. Well, he might be in trouble. He might have to swerve around the edge of this 8. Yeah, he's not happy. I'll pull this back just a little bit so y'all can see a little bit of his face. There we go. He made some good facial expressions right there. I like this Chuck Hall guy. He makes good facial expressions. Alright, so that's a real good shot. I mean, the 7 ball's a natural blocker. Charles is gonna have to come to the table with his jump cue. It's a good effort. See, I thought with the 3, I couldn't tell what angle he had on it, but he was a lot straighter than I thought he was. I thought he had enough angle to just kind of bump into the orange 5 ball and to take a little bit more cut on the 4. Alright, we'll see what, looks like he's not gonna go to the air. Although I will tell you this. This kick right here, if he hits it good, I mean, if he can just get the 4 to travel in between the 8, 7, 6, like somewhere in that direction, he's likely to get a decent roll, right? There's like a wall of balls there. Yeah, see, that's all right. I mean, he didn't leave him any like easy cut shot or anything. He's gonna have to play this. He's probably can thin it, put the 4 into the 6, or even shoot it past the 6 and try to get the cue ball under the 9. That's a decent enough safety play. He could also just play it to the rail. Play it to the rail, bounce it, let it come back and sit close to the 6, and bring the cue ball under on top of this 8 here, kind of tracing that cue ball towards us, towards our camera view. He's got the 6 and the 8 for cover if he chooses to play that safety. It's not a bad idea. He can, like I said, he can also thin it and try to put the cue under the 9. Alright, he's got to make some decisions here. Alright. Good safety. Got that cue ball under the 9. Alright, so no good. Doesn't make a good hit. Chuck comes to the table with ball in hand. Safety successful. I like this here. I mean, it's a choice, obviously, and a preference if he wants to come under and shoot the 5 on the side. But personally, I like getting above the 5. That's just a choice, though. Like I said, these are preferences. They don't mean that they're real. This is a bar table. There's 70 different ways to get on these balls. You don't have to commit to one person's opinion on what's the right pattern. I like that he went this way. Now he left the cut more difficult, but that's okay. Because he needs that. He needs to get on the, the top side of the 6. So he may have to come with a legit cut. That's okay too. Nothing wrong with that. Or he can play a containing safety. That's an option as well. He can bank it, try to put it under the 9, bring the cue ball down table. Just have to be really careful of the scratch on the side pocket from that. He can play for a bank. He kind of just went and looked at it. Let's go look to the side view and see what we got. He's in our way, isn't he? Needs to move up out the way. Okay. So that is a really steep cut. I'm not mad about the bank safe. Not mad about that at all. It's a speed thing. Got some distance. Alright, well. Potential safety play. Could be real offensive too. It's gonna try to use the 6. It's a good attempt. You can double him up. I mean, the 5-7 is awkward. Like, I don't think the 5, I'm pretty sure 5 doesn't go past the 7. He's gonna have to play a combination, or I mean, he could play a two-way here. He could try to play the combination, but also play the cue ball straight down table to try to knock the 9 in. I mean, I'm real creative on a bar table, y'all. I'm trying to come up with all kinds of things. All right, let's go. I mean, ultimately, he could straighten this shot up and bank it on rail, too. I mean, he doesn't... There's a couple different things he could do. He could also cross over the 5, try to bank it up, and stick the cue under the 7, crossing over the top side of the 5. Those are options as well. That's a real good shot. He hit that real good. Hit that real good. And really, this is kind of a natural, right? He just has to play the 5, make it in the pocket. He doesn't have to play a perfectly perfect position on the 6 to the 9, but he went a little farther, I think, than intended. All right, everybody. Hey, this is Lonnie Fox Raymond. I was just pulled out of the booth for just a second to talk to Scott. He is part of the Michigan City LaPorte Visitors Bureau. He will be back kind of to check in with everybody. Looking like Saturday or Sunday. They're looking for more information about when the finals are going to happen. It was really nice chatting with him. I really liked him. He was super nice, and it sounds like he has good ideas to continue to partner with this event going forward into the future. So that makes me happy to hear, because I'm always a big proponent for people getting involved in amateur pool and of course pro level pool as well, obviously. But I'm a big believer that more people need to be involved so that the sport becomes as big as we all really believe it is. So it was a nice conversation with him. I look forward to chatting with him more in the future, and hopefully we'll have him in the booth with us on Saturday or Sunday. He wasn't prepared. He said he was like, I wasn't prepared to get on and talk to anybody. And I'm like, okay, you don't have to. But always welcome, because he is a sponsor here of this event. So thanks to Scott for stopping in. Looks like these guys, the score was currently 3-1 in favor of Chuck Hall. It looks like Charles Morrison is at the table at the moment. He's fighting for his life here, because this is only a race to 4. Oh, get around. Ooh, just got there. Just got there. All right, so it looks like Buck's trying to decide what to do here. That 5 is just no good. It's no good. I mean, he can opt to take the shot, maybe play a carom from the 5 to the 5 into the 8, but he's now officially gotten very awkward there. Nice safety there by Chuck. That was a good shot on his part. I think the safety was a super smart play. And he didn't tie the 4 up. He just nicely cross-banked it to the other side of the table, to the right long rail, put that cue under the 6th. Now here the problem is for Charles, that no matter what he does, even if he makes it, he's just in a really bad spot. So he doesn't hit it. He's going to give up ball in hand. Oh. Looks like Chuck's going to go with a high ball, right? He's leaving himself enough angle where the cue ball is going to track to the left side of the table, right? That's going to give him the breakout that he's looking for. He just really wants to make sure that he comes under this 7 and not into this 7, just in case. Oh, see how that 7 set up? I think he might have gotten away with it, but how bad? Yeah, he's all right. He can really try to spin this ball if he'd like. I mean, yeah, probably a ton of left-hand English. And I mean, he's really throwing it that direction. We'll see, if he just cuts it, if he doesn't use any spin on the ball, he's likely to scratch. All right, a lot of spin. Oh. Nice. Swish. That was a good shot. Nice touch on the 5. Nice and smooth. Good ball pocketing. It's a really good shot. Alright, so the 7 does go past. He's got half a pocket here. It does go past the 8. Should be able to make it clean. If he rubs it, he wants to rub it lightly. But he doesn't need to. Just like that. That's a good shot as well. He's playing with a lot of spin, so he's going to use the long rail to slow the cue ball down. And this 9 ball to win the set. Chalk call. Nice. Great shot. Congratulations, Chuck Hall. He's going to advance further on the ace side here at the ACSIA 9-ball championships. All right, guys. We're going to check the brackets out. Enjoy the music. I'm going to pull the camera back. I don't know that there's a whole lot going on in the room. For those of you guys who are true Indiana people, you can see Mindy Moon there on the left side of your screen. On the left side of your screen. Looks like she may be warming up. Don't know if she's got a match coming up. Looks like Chuck's going to hit some more balls. We're going to get rid of the score. Kind of see what's going on in the room. You guys enjoy the music. I'm going to go check the brackets. All right, guys. I know there's some people watching, some people not watching. We got some comers and goers. So we got Mindy Moon playing on the table on the right. She's an Indiana native. I know a lot of you guys are familiar with her. And then we also have Pat McMullen playing on this bottom right-hand table. I am waiting for someone to be assigned to table 1, but they haven't been yet, guys. So if you guys are, you know, enjoy what we can bring you, and when we have a feature match, we'll make sure to get that out for you guys. All right, everybody, this is Lonnie Fox Raymond, and we got us a match. Mr. Russ Belcher and Mike Manigato. Not sure if I'm saying that right, but I'm hoping so. I'm going to shoot a message to my friend Chris and let her know that her husband is playing pool right now. I'm not sure what this is. What's going on here? I need to share my stream so that I can share it from my friend Chris. So this is a race to 4. Alright, so Mike did break this, and I'm not gonna lie, it wasn't exactly the best break. I almost felt as though he may have hit it with his purse. And if you know me, you know I mean that with the kindest of intentions. But it looks as though Mike is doing well. He's on the A side of this event. Nice little tap out on the red 3. Unfortunately, he is behind those balls. No, that's the 4. That's not the 2. Sorry, folks. My bad. Alright, nice stroke there. We overran that just a tad. I don't think the 4-9 combination is uber makeable, but I know Mike is a very, very big snooker enthusiast, so I don't think he'll have a lot of trouble playing a safety if he needs to. He understands the value of safeties with intention. Right. Oh, wow, that was a good shot, man. Alright, so he's probably just gonna... Oh, he went all in. Alright. He was trying to get the cue ball underneath the 8 ball there in the top right-hand corner pocket. I see it now. Alright, we're gonna zoom in just a tiny bit. All right, guys, I got a special guest in the booth. Can you hear me okay?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah? Okay, hold on. Don't be shy. This is Walter Wesley. He
no.
he is the official person. Let me see the list that Cecil gave me about you, Walt.
There's an official
Tournament
list?
chief? Is that right?
I think it's chef.
Tournament chef. Okay. And statistician.
Oh,
And
really?
pool player for 20 years and a professional dart player. I did not know that about you. You were a professional dart player?
A long time ago. Yeah.
Oh, long time ago. Okay, folks. So everybody who's
That's how I
involved.
met Julianne.
Oh, is it playing darts?
Yeah.
Oh, because
she came to I used to own a couple bars, and I was playing darts, and she came in, ran a pool tournament.
And she ran a pool tournament, and then you ended up meeting her, and now look at.
I know. Cut all my hair off.
You became a responsible human being, all the good things, right?
Yeah, I tried.
So anyway, everybody, if you guys aren't familiar, this is Walt. Those of us who are part of the, and I hate to say this, ACS/VNEA family, we're familiar with Walt and Julianne and
ACS/BCA/VNEA.
all the things. But anyway, so I asked, Walt came up and he was checking out the stream, and I said, check this out. So we're going to refresh our score real quick just because it's kind of a process. Yeah, I made him get in the booth. So
she's getting lonely, I think.
No, I can talk to myself like a champ. Let me tell you. All right, so it looks like
Mike Manigato.
Yeah.
I love saying that last name.
Manigato. Mr. Arigato. What's the
It
song?
reminds me every time.
That song. All right, so the score is currently 1-0 in Mike's favor. And this is a race to 4, which is a really short race on a bar table of 9 ball.
It is a short race, and we just kind of throw this in there to get players warmed up and that before the tournament, and we kind of open it up. Anybody can come play.
Oh, okay. So this one per se isn't like you don't have to be an ACS sanctioned player to play in this one. This is just your warm up.
No,
okay.
No sanction.
So this is just for funsies to get everybody. People are just now coming in. They're getting their rooms, getting ready for the 8-ball state championship, and then the doubles starts tomorrow, right?
Yes, Scotch doubles, and then tomorrow night. I should know this off the top of my head, right?
Hold on, you want me to look for you?
Something starts tomorrow night, right? After Scotch?
Yeah, so Thursday, yes, the singles start Thursday. Looks like 8 p.m. start.
Yeah, I think we run one round for the singles tomorrow night. Okay. After Scotch.
Okay. Yeah, because it says start time on entry forms. Julianne was she gave me the list. I was very appreciative because I wasn't sure exactly how this all worked. So this was really short notice for me to come in, so I'm learning.
Hey, you're doing great.
Thanks.
You're doing great.
Thanks. So these gentlemen, both of them are on the A side at the moment. And I do know
really good players.
Yeah, they both are, and I am familiar with both of them a little bit. Obviously, I played on teams with Mike's wife, Chris, for many years. We've won multiple national titles together. Different ones, too. BCA, I'm talking even 20 years ago.
Oh, yeah, she's a shooter.
Chris and I go way back, way back. And then, of course, getting to know Mike over the years because of Chris, and he's really just a great guy.
Great guy, and he plays snooker constantly.
Yeah.
Big-time snooker player. You can tell by his cue.
I've seen some of his streams, yeah.
So he had his cue, the guy that made his snooker cue, he had to make a pool cue.
Oh. Is it a two-piece?
It is two-piece.
Okay. That's cool. I did not know that. That's a nice little tidbit of information.
I get all the inside shit.
You got the connections. And then, of course, I've seen Russ, but I don't know him that well. I mean, obviously, I'm not around much anymore, but...
So Russ is out of Illinois. He's a master player.
Okay.
He's playing in Masters here. Very good, solid shot. He's good.
Nice.
This is going to be a good match.
So my son, actually, his name is Russ Belcher. My son's last name is Belcher. I wasn't married.
Is Russ a dad?
No.
Oh, okay.
No. No, but his dad was a pool player for many, many years. A very successful pool player in the state of Michigan. And so it's kind of funny because, like, I see the name, you know, my kid doesn't play a lick of pool, like, not a lick. He's a musician, cares not a lick about pool. But like, it's rare because it's not a common name.
That's not a common name. That's wild.
So when I see it every once in a while, I'm like, not related, but.
Oh, he's gonna foul us up with a 5 or what?
He doesn't have to because the 5-6 go. Like,
he's got a ball behind that 5.
Yeah, it's a combination, but it goes.
Oh, it's at 6 sitting there.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. So, hold on, let's go see.
Oh, I like it.
It's not a bad look.
I like it.
At least you can see the space between the 5 and the 6, right?
And Pat said that wasn't a good idea. Don't put it over there. It was shaking too much.
Don't put it over to there. He's so funny. He's
we know McMullen knows nothing.
He played pretty good in his first match on the stream, though. He said, I'm going to play bad. And I was like, you're going to play great. And he did. He played good.
So last night we set up, and I got all the computers set up for the tournament. We got tables, and we started playing, and he crucified me last night. It was brutal. He just couldn't miss.
Who was it that he said, I said I was surprised to see Cecil playing. Like, I haven't seen Cecil play in many years.
So last year we got him to play in our second chance tournament as our team because one guy left.
Okay.
We needed somebody to see Cecil play. He played and shot good.
Yeah.
And then he's playing this year. So
gave him the bug.
Maybe a little spark.
Gave him the bug to get back in it.
And he's looking to retire in 2026 from all pool, ACS, everything.
That'll make me sad. You know, I mean, I feel like my entire life, Cecil's been involved in pool somewhere.
He has, and he's done great things for pool.
He has. So it looks like Russ makes the 5-6 combination, and the 5 banks across table and ends up leading up for another combination. So he just shot the 5-7 combo, and now he's awkward.
I don't see the combination.
This is not a combo now. This is a goner. This one's not so good. But it is a bar table, so I feel like you can spin throw these balls if you need to. He also has a really good safety.
Could he come off the 5 to the 9?
I don't know.
They're a little too straight.
Look at here. We'll look at that. See?
Oh.
So it is below the 5.
That'd be tough.
But I think you spin it to the right side and stick the cue on under the 9.
I think go for it.
Yeah?
Bank it.
Bank it?
Yeah.
You're going to bank it to your left or to your right?
It's not a 9-foot. To the right.
To the right.
Not a 9-footer.
No, it's not. But banks are still banks.
Oh, no, he's looking at your safety.
I mean, if you go for the bank and you don't make it, you're 1,000% selling out.
Yes.
Do you know what I mean?
That's probably why I lose all the time.
Oh, I feel that. Because I'm always trying to talk myself out of the right shot.
I think he may have heard you if he's going for the safety.
Oh, yeah. He might have. I doubt it, though. These microphones make you think we're a lot louder than we are.
I think he did a little coaching.
That's all right. He can pay me later.
This isn't APA, Lonnie.
He can just pay me later, Walt. I forgot to tell you I was getting 10%. I'm kidding, by the way. I'm not getting 10%.
What a great safety, and what a good call. I mean, that was a great shot.
Yeah. We'll see if he banks it and doesn't make it. Ready, sells out. See, he's playing good. He likes to talk all this smack.
Oh my God, he's nonstop. He doesn't shut up. So we're talking about Pat McMullen. He won 4-0 on table 2, the table next to this table.
He did. He had a good match. He was on our match. He was our second match on the stream today. So you guys have seen Pat play. That was a great safety by Russ, and look, it got him ball in hand. Everything's
and
in
push
front of
the ape
pockets.
over there. Oh man,
Yeah, stop, stop, stop.
easy peasy. I'm sure I screwed this up.
Now, see, if he didn't play this safety, he may have sold out and might not have won this rack, which I'm pretty sure he will.
Well, like I said, Lonnie, that's why I lose.
You're like, I'm going back to the darts. Listen, one thing I'm not good at is darts. I have a dartboard in my house and I'm terrible. I want to be good so bad. Like, pool players, we're just naturally competitive, right? At everything. All right,
Is that 1-1?
So we're going to refresh this because I have
1-1.
not been able to figure out how to manipulate this system yet where I don't have to refresh it.
1-1.
Yeah, so
Where's
it
the
will be
comments at?
1-1. Oh, I don't have them up there right
people?
now. I could probably do that though.
Can we see what people... Is there anybody watching?
Yeah. Yeah, I got it on my phone. I took the chat off.
Any questions?
Yeah, there's about 30 people watching.
Awesome.
Oh, Kristen. See?
Kristen Maragalo.
Yeah. Walt's been waiting for to say his name. I think that's why he came up here.
Love you, Kristen.
You're a beast too.
She is awesome.
Kristen the Vixen. I did not forget your nickname, by the way.
She is so cool.
She is.
Just great people right there.
One of my favorite people to hang out with for sure.
Yes. I hung out with her and the Ashton twins in Vegas one time, and it got a little rowdy.
Oh, I'm sure it did. I've done that a few times in my life too.
Joanne and Bev are a little crazy.
They are, but they're so fun, and they're actually wonderful human beings on top
I
of
love
it.
them to
So they are good girls. They are not updating. I'm updating, and they're not. Okay, well, they're fired. They're not allowed to score their match.
Russ is being lazy.
That's okay.
And Mike think, hell, that's not my... He won, so I shouldn't score him.
So we've got to find a way to get CompuSport to give me a link so I don't have to refresh their score sheet all the time.
Oh, we could...
We got to
I
work
could
on
talk
that,
to
Walt.
Neil, and I've worked with those guys so much on in the beginning, years ago when it first came out. I worked with them a lot. I'll talk to Neil. Maybe we can do something.
Yeah, like I just feel like there's a way, you know?
Well, digital pool does it, right?
Yeah, we have a scoring overlay.
It's not a big deal to throw it as a URL. I mean,
Yeah, it's just each score sheet, when you click to see the score sheet, that score sheet has to have its own URL. And I don't know how to make that happen because that's not my thing. But I do know that's what it needs. So I'm not an IT person in that regard. I mean, pretty decent streamer, but I don't know about an IT person, you know?
come on, you're a great streamer.
Thank you. You know, I've come a long way. I won't lie. It's been tough.
The WPBA, I will watch you, listen to you, because now we have one of those super boxes, at the house.
The V-Box
So
or
we have
whatever.
billiard TV,
Yeah.
so I get to watch it on my big screen all the time, and I love it.
Well, if you go to your YouTube, then you can get your phone out and you can just join the chat room and talk smack with everybody.
Oh, I would never do that.
The chat room off the YouTube, that's where it's at.
That's where the action is.
Yeah, that's where all the action is. I kind of giggle because we do have a great chat group that follow us at the WPBA, so I love those guys.
No, it is good. I've been on there, honestly.
Yeah, they're
Not that
funny.
one a
They're
bit, but yeah, I've been
respectful
on
without being rude, but they like to. They're
For
just
the
a
most
good
part,
group.
you get
Yeah.
a couple of guys that shouldn't be on there, but
Yeah. Well, they don't last long. We get rid of them quick.
awesome.
That's our job. But it looks like
them girls
here
shoot fantastic.
they're so good. All right, so it looks like here Russ is he's got the 2-ball. I do think the 6 goes with clean. I don't think he has to hit those balls, but he's gonna hit them firm because the cue ball is naturally going there. It's harder to try to avoid them than it is just to blow into them.
And it was such an easy break, so
Yeah.
why wouldn't you do it? And
The only thing bad is
I don't know
that,
if I win or not.
yeah, he's gonna come around 1, 2, 3 rails if he can miss the 6.
He's hoping.
He's looking at it now. My guess is he's probably got to drag it kind of deep to the inside of the pocket, so he's going to go a little bit below center. See how he's looking at the line off the 3. So he's trying to drag that ball under the 8.
If he gets on that, 4, it should be over.
He wants to miss the 6. Good shot.
Oh, nice shot. Should be it.
Yeah, it should be, right? We're hoping.
Unless they shoot like me, then who knows?
Then you never know. It could maybe not be over yet.
So after this match, we're gonna start having some finals coming up here, because we're getting deep in the 9-ball. So there'll be some really good matches coming up.
How far are we out? Do you know?
Not without my computer.
Oh yeah, that's fair. That's fair.
I should have brought it up here. I could log right here.
You could have.
We could run a tournament from right here.
I'm having my computer's mad at me. My other computer already notices the second display, but this one, I tried to get it to recognize it, and it's not doing it. So I'm like, well, I'm just going to have to wait and Google it, because I can't remember how I did it on my other computer. This computer is a new computer.
To do both displays?
Huh?
To display both of them?
Yeah, because I would rather have, well, I don't want to split it, but I want to be able to use all my other things on another monitor. So usually I do that, but in this particular case, I got a new monitor for this new computer.
The main screen, right click and go to display and go to settings. So like your regular home page, your regular screen. You have to minimize that.
I know, but I'm afraid to, because I think all my things are going to shut down if I minimize it.
When you minimize, everything keeps working. All you do is hit the minimize. Everything keeps working.
I'm afraid.
Now, right click.
Oh.
Display. 1, 2. Okay.
What do I got to do? See, this is where I
click
got.
on extend there. Yeah, extend. Okay, you're good.
This is already here.
Yep. Okay.
It doesn't, but it doesn't. It's not
Click
detecting
detect.
it. See?
Well, it shows 2 of them. It shows both of them. It was detected, huh?
Yeah, but when I click on detect, it says it's not detecting.
Is this? You
Go ahead. There's a button. I'm putting him to work, y'all. Sorry, folks. I know that you guys are trying to watch the match, and it's a good match. I'm not going to lie, but like if I got Walt in the booth, I might as well use him while he's here.
That's what happens.
Why am I don't know how we ended up with a Roku TV for other monitor when usually we have another monitor at home, but it is what it is. My husband, he buys me all the things. I shouldn't have to set it up to the internet.
No.
Okay, well, Walter's playing with all the buttons, so I'm going to let him do that while we get back to this match here. These guys are not scoring it on their phones. I feel like they should be fired. Let's refresh and see what happens.
How do I mute this?
Right there.
Hey Russ, you gonna update your phone and keep score or what? Man, you're screwing us all up, man. Screwing us all up.
I was like, Russ is not scoring himself.
Score.
Well, he has 1, is that right? 3-1 you? Okay, well, it's not scored.
See, none of us know that, Ross. You're leaving us in the dark, buddy.
All right, ladies and gentlemen. So the score is currently 3-1 in favor of Russ
All right, we got
Belcher.
straightened out.
Yeah, but he was not scoring himself, so Walt put him in his place so that he knows that next time around he's gonna have to score.
Yeah, he won't get
He's
it.
like, "What are you doing? Just trying to get away with something around here?" So when I was messing with this, oh, you're trying to set it up. You shouldn't have to do that.
No, it shouldn't.
Mm-mm. Okay, go
Oh,
back.
yeah, I don't want this.
Yeah, go back out of that. Okay,
So it goes to inputs.
TV inputs. There we go. That's what we want.
Yeah.
I think.
No.
No, what is it? That's not it. No.
So when you go to HDMI, it shouldn't tell you got to connect to the internet.
Yeah, but it
You are
shouldn't.
connected to HDMI, right?
Yeah,
You sure?
yeah.
Positive?
Positive.
Uh,
Do you want to bet me $1?
absolutely not. I lose everything.
Okay, so this is where.
You know, I got a fix for this.
What? Here. Right there. Hey.
HDMI, right?
No, no, no. Look. Picture settings. But this is what happens. Sorry, folks. I'm not paying attention to the match. I'm not being a very good host. Alright, so Mike's fighting because Russ is on the hill. It's 3-1 in favor of Russ. And Walt went to go do some stuff. Who knows what he's going to do? He's going to try to fix my monitor so that my second monitor is being noticed on my computer. But for some reason, it's not. And I can't remember what my husband and I did on my other computer to make that all work. So we're, you know, it's basically the same computer. That's why I'm mad that I didn't write down what I did. All right, so this is difficult, but unless in the 2-9, I'm concerned that the 2-9 may go off the 4, but he moved it, so now it's no longer a concern. And unfortunately, he's in a spot. Like, this is no bueno. He's got a kick. Looks like the 4 has now officially blocked the 9. I don't even know how he's going to kick and hit it. He may have to go to that top short rail. I mean, that's tough action. That may be his only real way. I don't know if he can dig in enough to go 2 rails, but I just don't think he can. I don't think he can get deep enough into the short rail past the purple 4. He may have to just 1 rail at it. Man, that's tough. That's a tough hit. All right, so had somebody stop in the booth and said somebody stopped in the booth and they're like, oh my God, like I didn't realize it was you. And then like, I really started paying attention and then I realized it was you and you're a badass. I watch you on the stream all the time with the ladies. So I think as more people in the room start to realize that we're here and we're streaming and we're trying to bring it, you know, to you guys at home, best possible intention. You know, I'm excited to grow with LFR Live, and of course, you know, obviously people are very familiar with the WPBA, which they should be. I mean, those are the most talented ladies in our sport. So, all right, back to this match because this is the important match of the moment. This is an A-side matchup here in the 9-ball division of the ACSIA warm-up to their 8-ball championships. This is a really nice touch. If it falls, it's gold, and if it doesn't, Belcher is in a bit of a spot. This is even a tough, I don't even know if he can two-rail. Oh, yeah. I'm looking at the shadows of the balls. Do you guys see the shadows of the balls? We're going to check that out real quick. See how the shadows of the balls there? See how you can see that they're not frozen? Okay, not frozen. So he's got a little bit of leeway here. Like, being that he's not frozen to the 6, he should be able to at least get to the inside rail, but he's really going to have to put, it looks like he's probably going to have to put some left-hand spin. Missed the 5. Oh, you can't even hit it any better. That's just bad luck. Nice effort. Nice effort. I'm going to have to give him the snaps. That's brutal. Give him the snaps. That was a good shot. I mean, he hit with enough pace, right? Because he wants to make it, maybe catch a rail and get back out to the center for the 3. Now Mike comes to the table. He's got a good opportunity here. Really good opportunity. Table's open. I would say the positional shot that's really important is probably going to be from the 5 to the 6. Simply because you don't want to under hit that positional play. So it's like Mike's going to 1 rail back out to the center. Very nice shot. So a little draw action. Oh my god, I think Walt is bringing me monitors. What are you doing? I'm trying to do this stream, y'all. We're gonna get through this match. Walt is plugging things in and doing crazy things. The not so smart TV. I have it in on a display port. Uh-oh. What did I just lose? My scoring. This is a really nice out by Mike, and he needs this. This is good timing because the score, like I said, Russ is not scoring himself, but the score is 3-2, so that means Russ is on the hill. All right, what a nice out by, what a really nice out by Mike. This is much needed right here. All right, snaps. Great out by Mike. All right, so looks like we've got some movement happening in this rack. So basically, Walter tried to come show me that my smart TV was not smart. We needed a dumb TV in order to make the second monitor thing work. So I had to giggle a little bit because he told me that our TV was too smart. It was smarter than we were, which is fair, but I think there's a way you can do it. So, I mean, no question, there's a way that it can be done. But I haven't quite, I'm going to have to Google it in the middle of the night because that's what I do. All right, we're going to check their score. All right, so Mike is in action. Score has been updated. It's 3-2. All right, unfortunately, I cannot tell from here. He has a clean sight on the 3. Doesn't look as though he does. Although I will say that he may have a good option to kick at this ball. He may be able to kick underneath it and kick it safe. Oh, he's on the 1 ball. Oh my goodness. Y'all, I need to not be allowed to talk about pool anymore. I'm just saying. I'm brain farting. So, Walt, I really shouldn't be allowed to talk about pool anymore because I just completely went through this whole idea of what they needed to do on the 3 ball and the 1 was still on the table.
Oh, well, practice makes perfect.
It was really not a good look. I'm just throwing that out there.
And you got a second screen now.
Yeah, well, I mean, obviously you have a second screen. I really need to like plug my TV in now and figure out why I can't get it to work. There's 3 HDMI ports on the back of it. Do you think there's a chance I'm not in the right port or something?
There's something with the settings.
It is. It's a setting.
It's a setting. It's probably something really simple.
It is probably.
But the TV is way smarter.
I know I told him that. I told the people at home, I was like, Walt says that the TV's smarter than we are.
This is a dumb TV. You just plug it in and it comes on.
It is pretty easy.
So what do you got here? Chalk holders?
Yeah, I have some magnetized chalk holders made by Super Shot Billiard Supply, and then some table claws, Q Rest, and then they were made with my logo on them, which I think is fun.
Oh, these are nice.
Yeah.
They spread out.
Yep,
They're
they
heavy.
do. They are heavy.
That's
They're good
nice.
products. Yeah, they're so Super Shots. They make a ton of billiard stuff, but they sell mostly like on Cyberts.com. That kind of thing, but the owner of that company, Dave Dudek, is a friend of mine, and so I reached out and said, hey, you got any little stuff you can ship my way?
Oh, these are really nice.
They are nice, huh?
They're heavy and it's sticky.
Yeah. Yeah, they're good stuff.
Really nice.
They're really good quality. They fit in your case decent. They're not too much space, you know. And then I've got some beer koozies that Big Family Custom Creations made for me.
Nobody needs a beer koozie, do they?
Everybody needs a beer koozie. Everybody in life needs a beer koozie. Like, all of them need beer koozies. All right, so
I love it.
Unfortunately, it looks as though this might be the end of the road on the A side for Mike. He may be taking the scenic route from here.
Yeah,
He's, you know, it's a pretty simple pattern here. I mean, he looks like he's sliding over, which I guess is good, but
Russ is tough. Oh, I gotta find another match for you, don't I? I better go do my real job.
Walt's like, I'm over here hanging out. Okay, well, thanks,
Walt.
Walt.
I love it. I'll be back.
Okay. So Walt is in charge of the brackets, so he has to go find our next match. Thank you. Okay, beautiful. Look like Russ. Mike brought it back. He got it back in there. I mean, Mike really went after it. Just, you know, sometimes things come up a little funky, a little short. Safety's played a little short. It's tough right now. There's a lot of movement going on around me. And I was really excited to have Mike on the stream. Just so I could give a shout out to my girl, Chris. So I've been waiting for him to do well enough. Yeah, Grizz. So no graphics card seats, are just monitors. I really have no idea. They're both just monitors. Like, one is a Roku TV though, and obviously, and then my main monitor is a curved screen Samsung. So, but it shouldn't be that. It shouldn't be that hard. Even Walt, like, he's a super techie guy. He come over and started doing it, and he's like, I don't know, Lonnie. So the TV's smarter than we are. I'll get it figured out. There's no doubt in my mind. I went through a very similar thing with my other computer setup for the WPBA, so we'll get it figured out. This is just, you know, it's pretty much the same exact computer as the WPBA has, but a different color. All right, so Russ Belcher advances forward. Mike's going to be taking the scenic route from here on out. Hopefully we'll get Mike. He's going to be here all weekend, so I'm really excited about that. I'm sure we'll get him back on the stream at some point. Shout out to my girl, Chris, the vixen herself. I miss your face. Lady, was really hoping you came and hung out with your husband this weekend, but I see how you are. Nah, just playing. All right, folks, we're going to pull back. I'm going to let you guys listen to some music while we figure out what our next matchup's going to be.